showed up to did really great. And I think that that is something that, as a coach, as this is his first international as a coach, he is able to instill those vibes onto his team, and I think that's super impressive.
No, 100%. And I believe I've seen some like behind the scenes footage from Nigma as well, where RMN, the old coach of Nigma, he's also now back here as well at FDI.
Yeah.
So you kind of have like Kuroki plus.
With BoomBoys taking on Nigma on the stage here in Shanghai, only one team will survive in this best of 3.
Nigma Galaxy versus BoomBoys. Game 1.
For this first game, we're gonna have BoomBoys on the Radiant side, Nigma Galaxy on the Dire side. The first pick goes the way of Nigma Galaxy. The overall last pick, therefore, goes the way of BoomBoys. We got a couple of bans on the board already, starting nice and even. And there's one hero we haven't really touched upon too much. Well, we talked about GH playing it yesterday, but something everybody should be aware of is that the IO that I'm hinting at is also very much a hero that BoomBoys likes, especially in the hands of Kiritich, Rhea.
Indeed, the Kiritich IO. I think this hero goes really unpunished most of the time when I see it played. I think the way teams have kind of tackled it instead is sort of addressing the rest of the team and trying to shut that down and gain more of a map advantage, so IO doesn't really get the chances to relocate in. Because at least when we covered the games of IO before, it felt like they weren't like blocking the camps or invading his like farming space, as IO was being allowed to get IMs. And hero is terrifying in the late game if he gets there, but it seems like teams have other ideas of how to shut it down.
Yeah, but it does feel like if you're in BoomBoys shoe, you want it to be in the pool. Because if Nigma picks it, it's going to be a support, and I feel like the support IO is just not really a big deal.
Bro, did you watch game 1 of that?
Yesterday?
Were you asleep?
You know what? No, you know what the team heard? It's like, Winter, we're gonna prove you wrong. Goodbye.
They proved it wrong yesterday.
They'll do it again here. But I must admit, this Winter Wyvern is popping up left, right, and center. This is also a hero that was used to great success against Nigma Galaxy by Yandex in the 2 games that Yandex won yesterday.
Guys, all I'm just saying is a support IO is more beatable than a core IO. That's all I'm saying.
Right, yeah, that's fair. Sure. That's a spin. All right.
I mean, if
You're media trained.
If we do want to be a little bit going towards that, it's not like Nigma were in a good position in that Yandex game. It went to 1 hour and 14 minutes, and it had to be a really heavy comeback that relied on multi-hero black holes. The IO, I've much preferred Wyvern throughout this tournament. I think in terms of like healing and then just other utility,
hello.
Yeah, Wyvern is fantastic. If I had this trade, I would be happier as BoomBoys.
That's fair enough. The stats are very much there to back you up with that as well. As we are done with our first phase of picks, so there's only 1 ban left for BoomBoys in the second ban phase, and they only get the 1. So maybe here you want to remove 1 strong pairing you don't want to see with that IO, or potentially you want to remove something else from the pool that will counter something you're planning on picking. They'll go for the Necrophos, which is probably both a strong combo with the IO and is.
I also feel like Nigma, because they do play the support IO, the combinations you have to think about.
BoomBoy bleedsတိုင်းနေကမားbleedsတိုင်းနေပြောင်းမြန်
You know, something to utilize the IO to chase down the.
ဒီကမားဆော့တာအရင်မြန် BoomBoy ဆော့တဲ့ပုံစံအဲ့လိုပုံစံမဟုတ်
to apply a lot of pressure to Kiritich.
BoomBoy နှေးရဆော့တာ snowball ရရန်
You don't strong S5, you know. So with Willow and Wyvern, you have very big team fight, and it's gonna mean that most of the time you'll be easily